So, is your cobblestone generator just not working? Presenting to you buttons. And now it works. How cool is that? So, why are buttons so confusing? Well, the thing is they don't have to be, and I'll show you how. So first you have your stone button, which goes for 20 ticks. Same with polished blackstone button. And then comes the wooden button, which goes for 30 ticks. As you can see, it's noticeably slower. Any type of wood button would be the same. Just like the stone button is same with the blackstone button. So that's the difference between the buttons, right? Actually, that's not all. For some reason, well, not for some reason, as a stone button is heavier to press, it does not get activated by a bow. Same with the blackstone button. But the wood button, however, does, and it will stay activated until the arrows either despawn or are collected. And same with all the other wood buttons. Now the thing is, that's all I was confused about, right? Buttons. The bane of my existence. But I also decided to make the video longer. And to do that, I also decided to cover pressure plates. So we are gonna be learning about pressure plates now. And as you can see, these are all the pressure plates. Well, there's a wood one, there's a stone, there are two stone ones, and there's a lightweighted pressure plate and a heavy weighted pressure plate. Now let me tell you the difference between all of those. So that's the wood pressure plate. It works how you would normally think it would. It's like you step on it and it works, right? So do all the other wood types. And then there's a stone pressure plate. And as you can see, there's no difference between ticks here. Same with this. Then we come to the gold and the iron pressure plate, which is the light weighted and the heavy weighted pressure plates. So if you step on the light weighted pressure plate, it's obviously faster, right? Same with the heavy weighted pressure plate. Now, before coming to those, let me show you what the difference between all of these are. So the wood buttons activate through a bow, right? So there's the pressure plate, and for the stone it does not. Same as the buttons. And now let's say you hate this bow and you want to throw it away, and you accidentally throw it on a pressure plate, a wooden pressure plate to be precise, and you would activate it. But if you throw it on a stone pressure plate like this, you wouldn't activate it. And you can do that with as many bows as you want. That's the stone pressure plate magic. Anyways, coming back to the light weighted and the heavy weighted pressure plate. So this is the stone pressure plate, right? Let's say you step on a wooden pressure plate. It'll give you a redstone signal of 15. But if you step on either a light weighted or a heavy weighted pressure plate, it'll give you a redstone signal of 1. Why is that? Well, that's because, as you can see from the signboards, each signal increases by an entity. An entity could mean, let's say, items which don't mix in together. So let's say if I throw in some jungle planks, they'll mix in together, they'll be treated as one entity. For a second there, they would be treated as separate entities, but when Minecraft mixes them in, they'll be treated as one entity. Now, if you throw different items, then they will be treated differently. So, as two entities over here. Same with, let's say if you spawn a villager. As you can see, that's 15 villagers, and that's a redstone signal of 15. And by the way, you can't take it till 16. The max redstone signal will still be 15 for this as well. Now coming to the heavy weighted pressure plate, it's basically the same as the light weighted pressure plate, except there's one tiny difference, or a major difference depending on what you want to categorize it as. But let's say you spawn one villager over here. That'll give you a redstone signal of 1, spawning this villager. But let's say if you spawn 2 villagers, well, that won't give you another redstone signal, because you'll have to add on 10 more entities for it to give you another redstone signal. So in totally you need to have 141 entities over here, which is very tough due to entity cramming. But yeah, that's pressure plates and buttons for you. I hope I helped, because I helped myself in fixing this, and thankfully now my machine works. Huh. Never mind.